Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I have a series of videos covering the 12 signs of the zodiacs and looking towards what is happening for the month of May. So of course for this video we are going to be talking about Aquarius. So let's go ahead and take a peek at what your oracle cards are for the month of May. So we have Higher Ground 20. We have 20 again, so think about 2 is a lot. We have Light, and then we have 44, Believing in Dreams. We have Birthing a New Age, very appropriate. We also have Indecision reversed, and then we have 3 Keepers of the Light cards for you. We have Lord Shiva, we have Kali Ma, and we have Master Buddha. So a lot of, India energy and stuff going on here. So let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper into what all of these cards have to say. Let's go ahead and start with 20 Light. So this card is talking about really going out and seeking light, focus on the light within your heart, and that will help to illuminate any sort of feeling of darkness or like heaviness that you may be feeling has been around you a lot recently. Because even when I was shuffling these cards and I was thinking about you guys, Aquarius, for some reason it's like I got this sort of energy of feeling very like distracted or confused or like busy, like anxiety, like some sort of feeling like that came over me while I was shuffling that. And I now seeing your oracle cards and getting a good look at it, I can understand why, because maybe some of you have been feeling like that recently. So this is really calling you to take action and really bring back the light. What are you feeling? Like, what is this darkness? Where is it coming from that you're feeling? And infuse it with light. Do not also fear the unknown. If you're worried about something that you're not quite sure about, don't fear it. Embrace yourself, all aspects of yourself. Face down your shadows, because if you face your shadow, it can't all be light. You can't have the light without the darkness. It has to keep a balance of things. So understand what your shadow side is, and be able to find the balance and the peace with that, because that will help to create and make you feel like whole again, in a sense. And so with these specific cards, we do have affirmations that go along with it. So for 20, your affirmation for this card is: I face my shadows with love in my heart and transform them to even greater light. I seek out the light in my life, and I am grateful for my many blessings. So think about that sort of affirmation or mantra while you're working on this process. And then with 44, believing in your dreams, this is talking about, while you may encounter obstacles on your path, challenges that you feel are standing between you and your dreams, you have to remember not to be disheartened by them, because it's all a part of the process. You have to overcome those challenges to better understand what your purpose is. So, and because of that, those efforts will be rewarded very soon for you. I also like, with this infinity over the head, it makes me think of the Magician. So, that idea of controlling all the elements and that balance that comes with that. Balancing all your world in order to achieve and manifest your dreams. So it is a reminder, just keep doing what you're doing, because you're on the right road. Every small take you do is going to make a big difference. So, and this card is also reminding you, if you don't feel particularly supported maybe by people around you, you just have to kind of let it be. You have to do the believing that they don't feel maybe for you. You have to do that for yourself, and don't let those other people sort of sway you and make you feel disheartened by what your dreams are and what you're trying to do. Draw back on your inner strength and acknowledge the value that you're bringing, and keep a very positive vibe and thoughts about your future and about what you're doing, because it's going to pay off in the long run if you keep bringing that light up to work on it. So the affirmation for this card is, I remain confident and determined even in the face of challenges. I draw on my inner strength to help me keep focused on my dreams. I rejoice in the success that is coming to me. Yes, definitely. That is a really strong message for you guys. So now, with bringing a new age, this says, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. This is such an appropriate card for you guys. So this is talking about, really walking and embracing the path that you're on, and don't be doubting it. Birth your creations, whatever it is that you want to create, and whatever it is you want to do, whatever your dreams is, just do it. No matter how wild or, unconscious or, strange it may seem, just do it, because it's going to benefit not just you, but, the whole entire world, this whole new ascension that is coming and that is going on right now. So be courageous and bring on that new age. And it's so fitting because right now we're going through that process, and that's what this card is talking about, of like the age of Aquarius. And this is you guys, this is your reading. So yes, embrace the new age, because this age is kind of all about what you guys bring to the table as your zodiac sign sort of characteristics. So embrace that and go for it. And so let's go ahead and do these guys, because this is pretty wild. These cards, I was very, they all have to do with the same thing. And this is what I think that initial feeling I was getting when I was shuffling the card is coming from. And that the whole subject of this is really talking about fear. So first of all, you have both Lord Shiva and Kali Ma, who are, divine counterparts to each other. Kali Ma is the consort of Shiva. So this could hint to maybe you're on this sort of path of finding a soulmate, or like your other counterpart, whether you're a male or female. And so, Lord Shiva says, transcendence, rise up, honor your inner force, steps are being given, dance with the universe, because he is like the cosmic dancer. So what he really is talking about is taming your fear and or the ego. And you're going through this, deep transition time, you coming out and really coming into your own. But you have to make sure to, and he's definitely, calling all three of these guys to help you with this, dispelling and getting rid of fear. Because that is what I feel like your challenge here is, that idea of fear kind of holding you back, making you hesitate. And with Kali Ma, it literally is facing your fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So, embrace, she's all about, getting rid of the old cycles and bringing them to an end, releasing the fear. Step into a space that is very strong, focused, and courageous. She is, a very strong motherly energy. So both of these guys are definitely working to help you dispel your fear and work through that. And calling them is really going to help you with that. And then with Buddha here, we have increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. So, this is the inner teacher within us all. Acknowledge how you're feeling. Acknowledge that you may be having this struggle with fear. Acknowledge it and find out what the source of it is, because once you can recognize it and you can talk about it, identify it, you can release it. And, move beyond the fear. Move beyond it. And then move beyond any sort of illusions that come with that fear. So that is definitely what these guys are wanting to tell you, and to work with them during the month of May. I also forgot that there are some affirmations with this card here. So let's see. This was on page. So the sort of affirmation to do with this card is, I am open to surrendering to the creations that are wanting to be birthed through me. I may be of service in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. Please use me. Please lead me. Please show me the way. So yes, that is what that card is wanting to tell you on the affirmation side of things. So finally, getting into our final cards here, we have indecision reverse. And this is actually a really good sign, because this basically means that you have found, you've found a new freedom, of away from indecision. You're making important decisions now. You found your path and you're working on it and you're going towards it, which is really good. This is exactly what you need to be doing, especially, and don't let the fear sort of slow you down, because you're moving into this. Your consciousness is going in a new direction. Any sort of fragmented and confused energy that you had before is going to be gone, and you're going to be bringing in a new structure to your plans and to your life. So the affirmation to keep in mind with this card, and move forward with purpose and personal power. Again, that personal power, don't let fear slow that down. But affirmation is, I release fear and move forward with courage and trust. I have the power to direct my own destiny now and always. So yes, that is what you have going on with that card. And our final card here, to sort of give a perspective of how to kind of go about this, I feel like, and it is 20 higher ground. And what this is talking about is gaining a new perspective, shifting your perspective. What is most important to you right now? And if, coming up to this point where you can rise up to see the whole kind of groundwork of what is going on, see the bigger picture and question, again, what is it you want? And if everything seemed fine right now and like there's no issue, because this is talking about, maybe there's some sort of issue and you need to get above it to be able to see it more clearly. If there isn't an issue currently in your life that you're going through, you need to ask, what is unresolved from the past? Rise up and look at that, because maybe that's where this fear is coming from. Something from the past that's coming up again, or you need to bring up again. That question of the darkness lurking. Bring it up and shine some light on it. And finally, once you do this, once you're able to get to this higher ground and see a clearer picture of everything, that will allow you to make, the best decision for you, and will lead to a really beautiful outcome, as this card says, which I think is very, very positive, very good. So yes, that is what the oracle cards have to say about you're looking at the month of May. So now let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper and look specifically at each of the weeks of May and sort of the overall energy based off tarot. So let's go ahead and dive right into that. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead. I shuffled the cards and let's see what they have to say about your month of May. So the overall energy kind of mood for your month of May is the Queen of Coins. So since this is a court card, this is also earth signs, so Taurus, Capricorn, Virgos. This could refer to somebody around you that's like a serious part of your May, or this could refer to yourself, and I feel like it could be a little bit of both. So with the Queen of Coins, this is talking about a very do-it-yourself kind of attitude. Also, finding a lot of joy in just sort of the daily tasks of life, cooking, cleaning, you're really enjoying that, and you really put a lot of effort into all the little like fine details of those moments and paying attention to small details, because it all ultimately has to do with wanting to be nurturing, comforting to others. This is a very motherly kind of vibe with this card, being very also like independent and wise, creature comforts, financial security. Definitely your overall, what this is your overall theme for the month. This looks like a very good financial month for you guys, Aquarius. So, practicality and really creating comfort and beauty in everything you do. That should be sort of a focus throughout your month, and being, nurturing and comforting to yourself and to others around you. So with that said, let's go ahead and start looking at the first week of your May. So we have the Two of Wands, and we also have the Five of Wands reversed. So let's go ahead and unpack this. So with the Two of Wands, this is really talking about a choice. You know, there's a choice that needs to be made, and all the options look very good, very positive, but you know, because of that, something has to give in order to make this choice a reality. You can't sort of have everything. You need to prioritize what it is that you want. You know, pick what really stirs your passion and, you know, motivates you the most. Because both of these for your week, you know, we have wand energy here. So this is talking about the fire signs. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, you know, a lot of passion, a lot of creativity, you know, those sort of driving forces here. So you gotta definitely look at that, you know, make that decision based from that, you know, set a plan in motion that is realistic and can be achieved in a way that is best for you and is going to match whatever your passion is going into it. And then with the Five of Wands coming up, with Five of Wands, you know, this is the fives in the tarot usually are talking about struggles of some sort, a challenge of some sort. So, but with this reverse, this is sort of talking about maybe avoiding conflict, respecting differences of others. Also, maybe a mentality of running away from conflict, which, mattering on the situation, that could be a very good thing or it could be a very bad thing. So you have to really judge each one of those situations as they come, whatever it may be in the first week of May, and make that decision of whether or not you are going to run from the conflict or not, because that's going to really determine what the outcome of it is. And, you know, if there isn't any outcomes, you know, any conflict in the first week of May for you, this could also be referring to this as a sign that there are no more issues to worry about right now. That whatever may have been happening before is now being resolved and is coming to an end in that sort of sense. So that is what the tarot is saying for your first week of May. So let's go ahead and take a peek at the second week of May, which is actually the King of Coins upright. So with the King, we have the Queen of Coins as your overall, and then specifically for your second week, we have the King of Coins appearing. So again, talking about either another person or yourself, and that earth energy and those earth signs again. So this is somebody who is very practical, you know, concerned with the end results of how things turn out, quality, you know, investing your resources very wisely, you know, valuing good work. Also, there's sort of the slight warning here of not purchasing things that are maybe outside of your means. So don't go and overspend, because this is, with the King of Coins, this is talking about really good success and sort of wealth in things, material-wise, since that's what the Pentacles are dealing with. And we also had that for your overall theme with, you know, the Queen of Coins. So financial things are going to be good, but just with that sort of abundance coming in, remember not to sort of overspend your limits and, you know, spend it too fast, essentially. You know, conserve, and again, that idea of investing wisely, abundance, prosperity, security. You know, this is a very generous sort of energy. You know, the overall resources and putting it towards good uses. This also could possibly mean that in the second week of May, there is a sort of established man who might come in to help you in your area of career. Also, you know, as far as romance side of thing, you know, this could refer to a person who, you know, someone who really loves you for who you are. So that's a really positive sign for your second week. I feel like, you know, you're going to be making some decisions here. You're going to make choices, and whatever those things are going to lead to, you know, a very good outcome in your second week. So now we move on to the third week of, you know, of May. And with this, we got the the Four of Pentacles reversed. So we're still dealing with that money element. And for me, this shuffling forward and thinking of this third week, I felt like, it seemed like this is definitely going to be a difficult week. There's something that's going to come up during this week that is going to be a challenge for you. And it may not be, how you handle it and you deal with it is going to determine, if it's a positive outcome or not a positive outcome. But especially with, this specific card, the Four of Pentacles reversed, this is really talking about, greediness, stinginess, possessiveness, hoarding resources. So it may be a case, and since your oracle cards were talking about the idea of fear, this is where I feel like that might be coming up a little bit here in this specific week, because you have all this prosperity and wealth and stuff coming in. And so now, with the fourth week, it could be a case where some of you are very worried about, okay, I have all this. Now I'm really scared and fearful about losing it. So I'm going to try to conserve as much of it as possible. And, that's not it's not a healthy way and a healthy energy to put towards that, because it sends out a message that you feel like you're going to lose it. And so that might cause you to end up losing it, which isn't good. We don't want that. This also could be referring to, you're thinking nothing but materialistically, which, you need to reconnect more to your spiritual and your passion side of things, if that is the case. This also could be a warning, and thinking about the warning here about don't overspend, don't buy things out of your means. This card could also be referring to spending much more money than you have. So keeping that in mind, definitely watch your spending between the second week of May and the third week of May. Don't go overboard there. Also, and overall, the Four of Pentacles is a kind of complicated card, because it can easily go from positive to negative. So you have to be very diligent, I think, when this card appears, and really pay attention, keep a close eye on your finances and how you're feeling about that, how you're connecting to that. Because even though we do have this sort of worry about money in this situation, you have it. You have the money. You have that foundation. It's good. You've built it. So don't sort of suffocate it and put yourself in sort of a box, in a kind of suffering of your own making by worrying too much about it. When you have it, you're good. You're set. Recognize that and be thankful for it. So yes, that's what the third week is talking about. Now for the final week, we have... All right, we got the Three of Wands for your final and fourth week of May. And so with the Three of Wands, this is about making plans. Also, it can, for some of you, it means taking action on plans. You're really making plans that are going to be, able to achieve. Because we go from, this is a good progression here. Because you have, that first week, you had the Two of Wands, and now for the last week, you have the Three of Wands. So you've made a good plan. You've made this choice. And so it could be that you're sitting back and you're waiting to see and see that ship come in, to see what it brings, whether it's good or it's bad. So making that, determination, looking to the horizon, looking at a brighter horizon, successful opportunities coming through, This could also mark travel. You could be traveling or setting plans to travel at the end of May, and a travel specifically across water, so probably abroad for whatever that means for you. And this travel is going to lead you to help you search out those new opportunities and new learning. You're seeking out something by traveling, and you're going to find it through that act. Expansion, rapid growth. This is a very good sign, I feel like. It could be that, you have some sort of really good luck with money in May, and that's going to help you in creating this plan of travel. A vacation maybe, some sort, because we're getting into May. That's usually when the school season ends. So if some of you are in school, these might be plans with family, or just a trip that you're planning to take yourself over the summer, maybe going back home, whatever that means for you. it's important to make plans, I think, on the travel aspect, because you're going to learn a lot from that. But yes, that is what the overall sort of consensus is from the tarot about your month of May. Just be aware of, maybe some little hiccups. Watch your spending, conserve your money wisely, but don't necessarily hoard and isolate yourself from others because of that. Keep a very good balance, because there's some good things coming your way, I feel like. And watch, any feelings of over fearfulness. Make sure that you don't let that overtake whatever plans that you want to make, because you're going in the right direction. Look at that higher ground, look at the horizon, see what's happening. And yes, that is your guys' Aquarius reading for the month of May. So if you like this video, please do leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you feel so inclined, I would definitely love to hear from you guys in a comment down below, throughout the month of May, before the month of May, however you want to leave a comment, and just tell me how it shapes up for you, because I would love to hear about it. So yes, remember to check out all my various links down below, shop, there's personal reading information down there. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a lovely May.